because I don't think their objective control or ability to set up around objectives has really been the strongest.
It definitely hasn't. We've seen a lot of their games just unable to get vision around those neutral objectives. I'm worried for the bottom side of the map. That would be his usual path, currently at the Krugs. Marcoon doing the same, but on the opposite side of the map. Obviously, red into Krugs, and then we'll go across towards his Razorbeaks. Neither of the junglers spotted out on any early vision that was put down, as Finn feels the wrong side of Adam's blade as he slices in, dices forward. Finn.
Wait,
oh,
what?
Okay.
Adam just gets a solo kill onto Finn. Potentially, we'll have to wait and see what direction they go. Sheo now level 6. Finn should be aware that he's hovering around this side of the map. Here we go.
Call of the Forge God. Stunned with the Glacial Prison. Sheo tanking the tower. Ruthless Predator in by Adams. Sheo still tanking. Finn flashes away. Sheo has about 250 HP and Larsson's on his way to try and stop him. Requiem coming down as well as Finn is able to survive. In the end, Adam will get him. Requiem doesn't find its mark. Marcoon unable to get an assist, and now Larsson stuck between a croc and a rock thrower. Toph coming in to try and help Adam on the alligator, but it looks like they're just going to settle for the plate.
So, a really nice mitigate any potential dives and also move in towards this bot crab.
It's a fight for the crab. Zenith played in. Lebrov's going to jump away. Aftershock procced. Sheo! He glides in, hits the Glacial Prism into the seismic, toss back. Marcoon is down. BDS find him. And Rogue thought they could take the fight, but it was a beautiful slide and glide in by Sheo.
Yeah, BDS was hesitant at start because they felt like that they didn't have enough damage. So you'll notice that Lebrov, the moment that he gets CC'd by Zoelise, for me, I'm just going to back off. But all right, so BDS going to be the ones to start this one off. Lebrov going to deny.
Oh, flash, solar flare. Shield of Daybreak coming out as well. The Blast Cone will get them across the wall. TP coming in as well, with Larsson wants to join the fight. Zoelise, the first of all. Lebrov walks away wounded, but is able to survive. Adam still trading in the top lane. The Requiem, though, a prayer sent to the heavens. It gets cancelled with the Weaver's Wall. Marcoon just not safe as he went for that solitary prayer. Unanswered. And now Rogue are trying to fight 4v3. Ice dashing in.
Wait, Ice in a very awkward spot, or is he?
Seismic shove, hits onto Larsson. Still has the flash. BDS falling lower, the Drake down to 1,000, and it's an early smite! As Comp secures it, Rogue have 2 dragons on the board. Showing on the top side, BDS will get their first Drake of the game.
And we talked about it earlier, Rogue should feel comfortable conceding this. Instead, their priority is getting some gold for themselves, and they want to kill Adam.
Solar Flare in a little bit early there. We'll get.
They're trying to keep him in lane.
Adam. I mean, they're definitely going to keep him in lane. The question is, can you survive with Lebrov coming in as well? If you go for this dive now, Rogue call it off. Magnet Storm forward, Nuke looking for the seismic shove, and Rogue were in so many different minds about what they wanted to do. The Requiem comes out. Adam won't fall to it. True shot barrage, Adam. Oh, just clipped his heels, but didn't quite hit him.
Look in the river. The collapse coming in from Sheo should have been to disengage, because getting a TP out is not a bad thing. And Marcoon was starting to walk away, but he then walked back in, right? And that was the opportunity that Lebrov saw to then find the engage.
Adam going in, Zenith Blade, Solar Flare connects. Adam stunned up with a Shield of Daybreak, but he slices away. Call of the Forge God from behind him. Finn takes the shutdown. The Conductor is here to play. Finn now has to get away from Sheo and Ice, who does have the Lightning Crash. Tries to dash away, but can't attack anyone because he's underneath the tower right now. Turns his attention to trying to take that turret down, but even with a Demolish Prot, can't do it. He falls. Top lane at the top. In Elden Ring, I found a lot of fights that I don't have a chance in, I'm going to be honest.
Calm, uses the E.
Tries to dash away. Lebrov overextending a little bit, has to flash from the Solar Flare. Requiem coming down as well, the True Shot Barrage has hit, and Finn takes the kill again. Sheo flashing away. Adam not here with his team.
So a blind push in top, play through 2 lanes. Bot wave is also pushed in, and now they can start sieging onto this tower. Oh, knockback, good buffer though from Larsson.
Zoelise going in onto Sheo, but he's so tanky. The tower's still standing for now. Sheo down to about half HP. Adam looking for the flank. Lebrov trying to get the engage. Glacial Prison going wide. Marcoon has no mana here though. Even though he's able to dodge away from the seismic shove, he's going to have to retreat to the safety of the fountain as Zoelise goes in and BDS collapse on him immediately.
HP still very high for BDS.
Sheo as well. He was half HP at the end of that fight. Now back up to full. Rogue looking to collapse. Adam keeping Marcoon away as Marcoon flashes across the wall. The Baron down to 8,000. Larsson and Comp trying to step in. The flank position from Labrov, not enough yet, but he does have that Magnet Storm. Call of the Forge God going out. Finn looking for the lock-up. True Shot Barrage as well, with the Baron already secured by BDS. The Magnet Storm on the back line as well as Sheo dashes in, and Lightning crashes down. BDS have already found 2, make it 3 in the fight. The Requiem does nothing, as BDS still have all 5 members alive. Zoe flashing in with a shield of Daybreak, and Comp will find 1, but can he escape the clutches of Adam? He can't. Ice on a rampage. Zoe caught unawares by Ice, who got an unofficial quadra in the fight, and BDS with the Baron will open up the base.
It's a clean ace, and it's a clean game from BDS. Outside of that single blunder in the mid lane, it's been nothing but domination as BDS look to secure a spot in playoffs.
Unlikely to end the game here. Inhibitor Tower and Inhib, I think, will be their goals. I don't know if Adam will stay around with the respawns coming out. It would be greedy to do so, but I've seen Adam be greedy once or twice in the past.
5k already off them.
We'll dash across towards them to put that Baron buff down. The next wave coming in about 10 seconds time as Marcoon gets the wrong end of an Ultra Shock laser. Adam heals up with the Call of the Meek. Finn's looking to collapse onto him as Sheo steps forward, forcing Zoe away. Solar Flare, a possibility here. Wave in mid lane, still a bit of a problem. There's the Solar Flare. Call of the Forge God coming out as well as they try and lock down Nuke. The Seraphs, the Locket, the shielding's enough. And Nuke will not fall. The Requiem comes down. Nuke might die to Malignance Leandries. In the end, he does. A 4-for-2 exchange in favor of BDS. Only Larson remains to stop and see his base fall in tatters. He picks up a GA, but I'm not sure there's any Angel that can guard you from this. BDS looking to lock their spot in playoffs, and Rogue still looking for their 2nd win of summer. He'll survive for a while on the fountain, but in the end, it won't amount to much. BDS are going to playoffs.
Said it before and I'll say it again, a clean game from start to finish from BDS. Very little to criticize. There was one overstep in the mid lane where they tried to get summoners out from comp, but aside from that, Adam with a solo kill at level 2. Ice playing the map beautifully, being funneled all those resources. Sheo with great objective control. Overall, really impressive stuff. Player of the game, you can vote now at LEC on X. Sheo, Ice, Labrov, you guys can decide.
Always knew he was going to have a good performance over a weekend. This split has been a little bit more understated, but perhaps that's because in the light of Rahel and Luon, everything else is a little bit...
Ooh. Yes, they are, Medic.
That's so good from Heretics.
Sneaky.
Isma doesn't know. He's unsuspecting, and now he'll be met by Wonder. Trimby coming in as well, flanked with the flank. Isma flashes.
And that's going to be
that for a lot longer then, perhaps thinking the rocket jump was a possibility for Spyro.
Uh-oh. Can you get out in time, Relevant? No, you cannot. Here comes the dive.
Can he survive? Trimby tanks it, hooks him in. The answer's no, and it was answered very quickly.
That was a clean early game execution from Heretics. What a change they have been. The presence has definitely been felt in so many of their games. In losing situations, they've been able to find great plays. And small advantage gain on the top lane. Even though Niski has been losing out in the trades in mid, he's still doing very well in terms of farm. The only goal differences really exist. Oh, hang on.
I think he smited the wrong grub there, meaning that Isma was able to come in and smite one for himself. Trimby's on his way up here, as is Flackhead. Spyro, the first one to be caught out, as Luon looks for the engage. Trimby going in towards the top side as well. Irrelevant's almost got the Mega Gnar built up. Isma only level 4, dashing away, but now SK begin to collapse. The hook goes in, and the Gnar comes down, and Yankos falls alongside it. Isma just trying to get another one of these grubs. We'll get one towards the back of it. Spyro forced away. Rahel joins the fray, and Flackhead will fall. It's disaster for Team Heretics.
The objective setup was all over the place. Good news for Heretics is they were able to get a dragon, so they can potentially start working towards that win condition. Niski.
Spyro has the flash, but Irrelevant is here, building up that Mega Gnar. Spyro will flash away, and Irrelevant turns Mega.
Prioritize controlling the grubs. And it wouldn't surprise me if Heretics cross map, but Niski is around.
And you actually saw Isma walked away from the grubs and left them for Irrelevant as Luon dashes in and Yankos falls first. Answered with a kill onto Niski. Lightning crash, flash forward, Glacial Prison hits, and Trimby goes down as well. SK find 2, and they get 5 grubs to boot. Wonder was able to keep Irrelevant away from taking the 6th.
Now for SK controlling every objective on the map. They're just telling Heretics, we're not going to cross-fight. So here we go. Heretics, 50%. They should be able to secure this.
Irrelevant doesn't have any Mega Gnar bar either. Isma looking for the smite bite. It's secured by Flak at the engage going down as Rahel's locked up with a depth charge, and this might be a great fight for Heretics. But Niski finds them all. He slides in, he pulls a faker. And SK find 5. Niski, the Leandri's tick will be enough. Jankos takes him down from beyond the grave.
That was an Emperor's shuffle as he finds all 5 members.
Very much in SK's favor.
Dragon spawning in about 30 seconds. Isma, does he have an angle here?
I think he does. I think they might have an angle, Betty.
Someone's been doing their mathematics, and that looked like an easy 90 degrees to me.
Why was it a right? You can just give me Sejuani, because I'm not a jungler. I was like Diamond 4 at the time, wasn't very good. And then he banned my Sejuani.
He did.
It was very rude of him. But now, SK are pulling Heretics towards a fight as they've started up the Dragon, the Baron, in fact. Irrelevant has TP, no Mega Gnar built up on him. There's the teleport in. Magnus going onto the backline, and again, Spyro goes down. Jankos second to follow, all out from Wonder, but immediately has to dash away from Rahel, who is not giving up the chase quite yet. Requiem comes down, doesn't find anyone. Isma does fall in the end to Flackett, but Flackett the last man standing, as SK have lost their jungler, but not much else.
A nice play there from Flackett. By getting the kill onto the jungler, you'd think that maybe SK can't do the Baron, but they said, no, we don't need him. We'll be able to secure this. Great team play from SK overall. The fight gets divided onto 2 fronts, and they're able to navigate it beautifully. Spyro makes an ambitious play to start off the fight. He dives in, and he fully commits onto Niski. And you're thinking, ooh, Niski in a bit of an awkward spot here.
Kinsu's in the static, but Spyro only has an item and a half. Jankos still short of his second. In terms of damage, SK far the better of the 2 teams. Glacial Prison hitting in. Ultra Laser coming down, and Jankos falling once again. The TP invested by Niski as they look for Spyro, who will just walk his way away, waddled back towards the safe.
And then they're also at Soul Point. Dragon still 4 minutes away. A minute and a half left on the Baron means that they should be able to, at the very least, get 1 of these towers. I imagine they'll be able to get 2. The wave clear from Team Heretics really isn't here right now. Look, they're standing in front of the tower to make sure that they don't have access to the wave, and SK just making their way into the base.
Flacker trying to get anything he can in a side lane, looking for one of those objective bounties, can't secure it. Trimby dredge lines away. Ultra Shock Laser tags the back of him. Inhibitor in the mid lane will go down, and often when you have double AD carries, you think about the range that you have as a team, but against an Azir, it's just not that powerful. Azir's soldiers can just harass you, as you see Jankos trying to step forward to take away the cannon. Can't get there yet. Hook lands, but only onto Isma. Trimby looking for a little bit more. Aftershock now burnt on him. The engage from Luon as Trimby's locked up. They dive in. Is it enough? I'm not sure it is. SK basically still full HP. The Requiem comes down as 1 will fall. Will it be more? It's 2. SK lose 2 in the fight, but they take down 4. Isma has Warmog, so does Luon, and Niski still has a very healthy HP bar.
The damage has been done. 25 minutes in, they're looking to end this game. Absolute domination from SK as they look to lock a spot in playoffs.
A promising early start for Heretics, but it all went pear-shaped. SK have been the dark horse so far of summer and continue to be so. They will lock their spot in playoffs alongside Fnatic and BDS.
I mean, 2 convincing games from our 4-1 team so far today. And I just love the aggression. In game 1, the compliments about BDS were clean macro. They played the map well, good objectives. SK just played fights well. They played around by just forcing these 5v5s. Individually, they were stepping up. Niski with his great plays, Luon with great engages. Overall, just...
Even if you were going to go for the Senna, I think Ornn would have been a much better pick here, because realistically, you have no go button. Sure, you've got some poke, but you're heavily reliant on and get Photon into a position where he's just able to win out incredibly hard. You can see where you're not really pushing in top lane too hard, but it looks like they may try and set up a dive. This video,
losing the all in.
Uh-oh.
Press the attack already proc. Jackie's taking his time. W video! Woo! Essence shift forward. Oh, it looked dire. It looked grim there for a second. That rising spell force, that extra passive attack speed paying off.
I wish we could bring up a little picture-in-picture video. Sorry, Niski saying videos. Laning phase is worse.
Yes, laning phase, just like overall. Yeah, well, in the 1v1, Ezreal versus Kai'Sa, he wins out, and as predicted, Rob, the Antonio going to fall as well. One
video coming down. This is a 4v1.
They need to make a decisive call here, and the decisive call is Juhan will give his life in the exchange. It goes in for a bit of damage. Flick back is there into the rock field. Who are they going to give the kill to? Looks like donation to Carzzy, perhaps, is the name of the game, although undecided as of this moment. Lince is going to grab that one. Vitality, 3, really his best life. 0 kill pressure. The Antonio annoying. Q harass, of course. Always going to be frustrating to deal with, but taking poke damage before the tower dive kicks off is not what you want. Juhan on the way up, but there's really nowhere for Antonio to go. Gold card there. Lince is already taking flash forward. It's over. The kill. It's done. Photon, though, likely to go down in the follow-up. Locked up by the permafrost. And Juhan will at least get a kill back, but that's a lot of CS just getting deleted under the tower.
They try and play that one, and no cooldowns really on Lince to follow up either. But it's nice by Juhan to get one back, but it's a disaster for the Antonio on the top side. You can already see an 800 gold lead for that Twisted Fate.
See, Hylissang going up though, looking for the follow-up, bit of CC, but perhaps overstaying. Ignite ticking down, but Thick Skin healing him up so much. The second proc on the Zenith Blade going forward. The Eclipse there too. Hylissang in trouble. Flash forward. The Q. Ignar getting that one. Carzzy still a ton of health. This support just knocked down.
And now there's no mana on Carzzy, so trying to just walk up to see.
More gold though. Now as GX start to push in, canceling the Antonio was big. He didn't opt to reset any further. Now sticking around, hoping that they can maybe make the dive happen. But Carzzy quick with the root. Instantly they go in on Photon. Zenith Blade follow. Oh man, it's so simple. You point, you click. The enemy team just dies. GX making good work of the competition. In the meantime, Tom Kench is proxying. Not something I thought I'd be saying, but here we are. I think GX.
Well, there's 900 gold for Vitality. Vitality are winning, right? But it's the difficulty of operating in this composition means you need to be further ahead. Carzzy's going further behind here.
Carzzy. Root now coming through for Hylissang, but he's not going to be able to save Carzzy because Ignar's already on the chase. Locked down. Carzzy nowhere to go. Patrick grabbing the kill. Vitality looking out of sorts.
I think there's the CC the Antonio brings means he's going to be completely fine.
Ulti. Yeah, that's not enough damage.
Yeah.
He's still standing. Hylissang might feel like he's in a similar state. They are going to try to dive the Tom Catch instead of just focusing down the tower. Do they have the damage to finish off Hylissang? Ignar still tanking beautifully. Set ultimate across the top. They can't quite finish the job. The arrow will do it. Empowered there from Patrick. Blight stacks enough. Hylissang will go down, as does the Antonio in the meantime, but tower going to fall here.
Nicely done by Vitality in the bottom side, though. That was a difficult dive to try and handle, and they did it incredibly well just playing at the edge of turret range. And now you get trading up. Is a Rift Herald going to be the main focus for them, where they want to try and push their advantage and really push Vitality into this game?
Hylissang. Bit extra CC for the permafrost fall up on the solar flare. Good ulti coming from Patrick. Immediate flashes out from the side of Vitality, but already one member is dead. Do they want to keep the play going? The Antonio getting lower and lower. Patrick waiting on the next round of cooldowns. Has the ulti out from Juhan, but they can't really commit to VTO. Wall in from Linsis. Juhan. Just Arctic assaults out to safety, and again, Vitality coming up empty-handed. They're ahead in tempo. They can't.
Are even sitting off to the side here. Wants to try and engage if Vitality commit to that, but oh, he's going to get caught here.
There we go. Getting caught on the side lane. The flash over the wall. Hylissang, the slow's already there. The Abyssal Dive sure to fall. They don't even need it. Flick back and a shutdown.
Niski's a prophet, man. He literally said, hey, he's going to get caught in the side lane the exact same way they did at that topside fight.
Challenge, of course. Edge of Night. They need to get it off of Patrick. Nice sidesteps on the Q, and the Antonio fishing for the flank. If they can get any of the flashes, any of the mobility tools burned before the fight starts, GX make it that much easier on themselves. The Antonio about to walk into vision. Hylissang caught out for a brief moment. Photon off to the side. Linsis in the back line. The Antonio, when does he want to pull the trigger? Taking their time now. Hylissang going to drop. GX patient. The Antonio still just waiting in the dark as they're going to set their sights on the Drake.
A great learning from that last fight. They were like, hang on, we kind of blew everything.
Languages. Vitality. Oh, getting caught. Linsis picked off here as Jackie's goes in. Not today. So GX are starting to say, knockup now going in on the Carzzy. Fight just continues. Carzzy's got really nowhere left to go. VTO finally coming on the way in, but Carzzy locked up. The cleanse now coming out. The Antonio flashing forward, looking to lay the smack down. And down goes Carzzy. VTO waiting in the darkness, continuing to throw out abilities, but isn't really going to do much here. The good news for Vitality, though. on the side lane. Photon already looking to knock down that tier 2, and Ignor's just getting chunked out. This Ezreal really hurts. Oh, VTO's clean with it. The Baron's still being attempted. AK getting lower. VTO, there's just no way he can get in here. 5K getting lower.
Does he kill Juhan?
Ulti across the top. Nice sidestep. Just a bit of a leash in the end, though. GX getting the Baron. The TP coming up, though. They want to keep the fight going. Senna just to make sure the backs are canceled. Photon walking in, wants to land the gold card. He's going to hit Juhan. Flash over the wall. Immediate ulti coming in from the bars to try and disengage. VTO, is he going to go over? How confident is he? The purple worm's already fallen. Vitality just want to get some scraps.
His ultimate means he doesn't have that up for the Infernal Dragon in 30 seconds. So not only are Vitality getting these waves pushed out, might catch Jackie's as well as see Linces.
We've been here before. Can he W and ult to safety? W onto Linces. Maybe not the ideal target. Flick back is there. Ezreal ult to follow, and that's a shutdown.
And now Dragon number 2.
Held it, right. You can bring a game back from the brink. Now an attempt to find a pick of their own on the side of GX. They look at Linces' flash. Decent amount of damage. Carzzy now in trouble. Hylissang doesn't even have time to push the button. Flashing away from the solar flare. There's nothing really on the map for GX to take for now. Courtesy of Photon's ultimate. Photon will now rejoin the fight. Has the TP as well. Nice pick onto Jackie's, but the disruption now coming in from Juhan. Immediately ulti coming in from Jackie as well. The Antonio coming over the wall. VTO now going to be in trouble, but he's still standing. The Ezreal still up, still alive. Hylissang getting chunked out. 5 members still up on the side of GX, though. Vitality just aren't tanky enough. They're landing their hits, they're landing their autos. They just don't have the damage.
Thought Ignite might have flashed.
Hylissang Abyssal dive back to his team just to make sure he has the Devour ready if he needs to. Healing coming in from Carzzy is solid, but Juhan, as you mentioned, is just going to start healing up. That's the Warmogs. The Antonio now going into the VTO, and he's been isolated. He's been caught out. There's nowhere left for him to go. Jackie's just descends. Killer instinct. Pairing up with the Antonio. And now Vitality are in trouble. Photon's pushing in the top lane. GX clearly want to start the objective. Nice flash from Hilly. Takes him out. Photon going to grab everything that he can. Linces, can he make the hero play? GX ready just to flip this.
Photon has no destiny though. Jackie's going to reset to try and match that top push. Giant X, we want to go for the play, but it's still going to be a 50-50. Linces can get into the pit.
Juhan versus Linces. The Antonio going over the wall to try to dissuade, but he doesn't really have that much CC. Looks like Linces going to use the wall to try to make it over. 2.8k, gets into the pit, but no! Juhan steady on the trigger, takes down the big purple worm, but in the meantime, Carzzy already trying to take down the objective. Abyssal dive out. Hylissang on the retreat, but Carzzy and Photon teaming up together. Already got one tower. The Antonio ready to punish. Ulti not too far away.
Ignar's in behind though.
Void Seeker didn't quite connect. Ignar, Shield of Daybreak, ready to follow up. Carzzy trying to sidestep as best he can, but he knows he's a dead man walking. Photon just going to sprint out of there. TP in, though they might still want the fight. Gold card ready to go. Locking up the Antonio. VTO, can he turn this one back? Good damage onto the Antonio. Should be able to take the Malphite down before his ulti comes back up, but it's finally there. Sidestep, boom, doesn't backstep back into the Ezreal ultimate. Recalls coming out. GX don't want to get over aggressive here.
The Antonio can TP to the wave. He's going to the ward. He's coming in with the ult.
Photon, flash up. Is he going to be forced to flash away? Ulting on Ezreal. He buffers, but it doesn't matter. VTO caught out Patrick with the arrow. Jackie's with the ulti. Down goes the Ezreal.
Vitality 2 and now Giant X with the Baron buff are entering the base of Vitality.
That first Baron power play was nothing, but this one looking a whole hell of a lot better. 30 seconds on VTO. Bot lane respawning now. They're going to grab at least one inhibitor, likely 2. See if Vitality can mount a defense here, but the stack's really starting to hurt. Death cap completed. Now Antonio going in, and again! Patrick now godlike. This is the power of their composition. Jackie's can just immediately follow. VTO starting to poke. But he's starting when his base might already be finished. The Antonio backing away, taking his sweet time. Waiting for that Kana Grookern to come back up, and GX just keeping the pressure going. One more plasma proc, and Hylissang is probably a dead man. Jackie's weaving in and out, not letting that gold card get close enough. TP in from the base, but I think this is just going to be it. Patrick walks up, kills Photon. One more wave should do it. Vitality, one last desperate hold. Lince is going over, trying to lock up Patrick. Can't even get the flick back. Oh, the ulti, not quite perfectly timed. Lince is escaping, but Patrick still remains untouched. Jackie's untouched. GX looking to pick up their second win here in Summers as Jackie's once again taken over alongside Patrick. 9-0-7, a beautiful game from the 80 carries on GX.
It looked tough at moments. Vitality gave them a run for their money, but at the end of it, it's Giant X able to pick up their second win in Summer, and such a crucial one over, well, Vitality, who are now linked with them at 2 and 4 in the standings, but also again just separating themselves from that the 9th, 10th place spots.
Yeah, for now, vote for your key of the player of the game at LEC on X. The Antonio, Jackie's, or Patrick are your options. And I gotta say, Patrick
potentially on the Sejuani. Still people going a lot for the Warmogs first on Sejuani, no matter where she tends to go, so you'll be able to survive a lot of the poke that comes through from something like the Gnar. And yeah, so lane, and just babysit Vladdy a little bit to keep him in check, but G2 might actually catch out on this top side.
Topside play, Yike and Broken Blade, forced to be reckoned with. Again, the CC that's going to come through here is so tough to deal with. The immediate follow. First Blade now coming through as well. A second stun could follow. Kana getting locked up. 4 stacks, Permafrost. Broken Blade getting lower and lower. Kana just wants to finish it. Hop forward, gets him with the crunch. Should just be dead here to Yike. Double kill for G2 on the top side.
Nicely done by G2, catching out closer. Broken Blade was already in position to start to lean across thanks to that massive wave. But it still means that Yikes have to take him down. Good call from Kana not to invest his own flash. Knew he was dead to rights.
Yeah, gonna make it that much easier to survive in future plays. The Target's getting lower. Ignite ticking, flash forward. The Buckler gonna finish the job. Captain Slovenia in the bottom lane and spots him out. Drake pulled by closer as well, so Yike gonna be forced to check that one. Ooh, I think the auto attack didn't quite give him away. Mickey getting started. Halo Blade's there. Targamas might just have to flash out. He's got nothing left. Again, the lockup is good, but they can't get in range of Yike to deal any damage. The power of level 6 coming in for Zinzao, but the timing is good. Mickey forced to flash away. Solid start for KC. They don't have any more gas in the tank. Wind becomes lightning. Down goes the tree.
And Yike very much confirming that he's the carry.
And I just don't see how they can test any of these fights or any of these objectives. They can cross-map a bit, but not a lot of other options. Upset gonna try to E out the flash as well. Knock up there too. We might just be taken down. Ulti in. One more auto. Hunts up and finishes. Targum is forced to flash out, and the redive might be coming. He's holding the wave. Mickey's gonna start to push that one forward. Recall going in from Targamas. Is Vladdy doing all right in the 1v1 mid? It's about an even trade. Damage. Look, like, Kana doesn't have any items. Meganar bases are good, but have to be really clean on the dive if you want to make it happen. And right now you can see the Broken Blade does not care. Whenever his passive is up, he just walks in, does a ton of work. The flash! He does it early! The Bandito so good! No! Broken Blade!
So 3 plates now for nothing on the opposite side for KC.
The plates have already been taken too. KC hoping that they can maybe find a play here.
6 grubs.
Spending a lot of time running to this lane to get nothing. Ezreal coming across the top. TP going in now as well. Broken Blade on the way. Flash out. Ulti going in. Broken Blade under the tower, taking a bit more damage than he would like. Solar Flare to follow. Kana trying to do a bit more work, but all of G2 there, ready to body block to stop any fallout play. I'm gonna tell you that when you're very far ahead, every item is good. For G2, the siege now begins. The Herald, you can hear it here in Berlin. Woo! And that's about it. Push in. One more charge. Yike here too. Poppy hammer to knock back somebody, or just to stop them from stepping up. Remember, if you let it go on to cooldown, it's only 15 seconds until it's back up. Inhibitor dead. G2 just continuing to put pressure on KC. KC trying to avoid them as much as possible. You can, if you and solo queue this, I understand. In pro, after your Titanic Hydra first,
yeah, it's basically completed items for cheap across the board, like Horizon Focus only being 2,700 plus.
Sama ulting in, Broken Blade ready to come over the wall. Targamas waiting for him to fall before they throw out the ultimate and trying to pick up the follow-up kill as well. Closer, flash, wallbang coming in from Mickey, disengaged from the ulti. Not quite enough, the ignite. Burning down that particular tree, but KC now see an opportunity to step up. Upset Eing in. Push back there from Yike. Vladdy running. Mickey charging forward. Flash out from the W. This time he doesn't flash into it. Vladdy will make it out. But G2 just wants the tons of damage. Do you think he looks back on that with joy, or do you think it haunts him?
I think he's happy with it.
Probably.
I probably just says tons of damage and then moves on with his life, you know, knowing.
That's true. Back to 2%, 3% buffs and nerfs. Trying to keep everybody happy. An impossible task. Targamas not going to be pleased about that one, but we really just didn't have a choice.
Impossible task to get out of this.
Yeah, certainly. Do not die, but Kana has a good angle on the choke. The downside, G2 have a ton of damage, and Yike can just okay up 22 minutes in. Feels like they've won the game. But KC holding on.
There is a 2 super creeps about to enter into their bot side base, so I think they might need to back it out up to deal with that. But again, 6 void grubs, melts turrets, and that wave is still healthy. Is the 1v1 with the support?
Mickey should just be dead here. Halo Blades! That is a very squishy Poppy. 3 autos did not do it, and the Warmogs regen didn't either. Once again, EP flashes the Royal Bandits. I got used to asking, excuse me.
There's always that one moment where you're like, does he take it?
No, I'm traumatized.
Does he just go?
by, I have flashed too many AD Kaisa Ws because I forget to check sometimes. Yike stepping up. Closer Desperately trying to retreat now as the ulti from Stormy goes in. Yike getting a little bit lower. Good follow-up damage coming in from Upset. Upset off to the side. Trying to get some work done, but another inhibitor will fall, and G2 again not going to overextend, not going to overcommit. Happy to just slowly bleed KC out of this game.
Sitting here until G2 decide when they want to end the game.
I mean, they can go for a Hail Mary play, but if it backfires against them, they'll only lose faster as Mickey.
Mickey, stop.
He is creating space for no one on his team to do anything. There's no one active on the map except for...
Check this. Baron is end of game for them. They cannot let this go across. So Mickey gonna wrap around, will be spotted on the ward. Target was just missing out on the Zenith blade there.
Mickey's still playing bouncer. Baron already gone. Again, KC just trying to figure out where they can make their final stand.
Like, I don't want Jinx Aphelios.
Nope. Future me can deal with that. Current me, more Aphelios. All I could ever want.
The procrastinator's advice.
Yeah. That's future me's problem. Future audience's problem. For now, a little Ezreal versus Kai'Sa, which is pretty spicy, to be fair, despite increased game length overall on G2. Here we go. Will Mickey finally complete the channel? He does, knocking back the Maokai. Broken Blade starting the fight, but there's no instant follow-up onto Vladdy or Upset. They might not need it, however, as Targamas is already getting taken down. Yike instantly to the backline. Hansama there as well. Poser looking to parlay the lockup of the 80 carries. Just don't have enough damage. Mountain Soul making even the squishier members too damn tanky. G2 was all but over, and now it certainly is over. Might play for some kills. Might play for a bit of fun here. With the Nexus in their sights, they will just close it out. Move up to 4-2. Cavs going for a scoop back.
The Horizon focus!
Find one and will stay standing. He takes down the Nexus. G2 take the win.
30 minutes on the dot. They decide to finish that one out. So nicely done by G2. That was so well orchestrated from them. BB getting that early play alongside Yike on the top side, setting up then for just an incredibly strong front line where they can just try and follow the entire way through. But you can vote for your Kia player of the game at LEC on X. Broken Blade, Yike, and Hansama are your choices.
You're immediately like, I have to go to the Olaf. It's going to be a fist fight. I need to be there. Or are you just going to leave Oscar on an island?
Yeah, actually, I don't really know the Olaf Poppy matchup. I feel like Olaf is...
Oh, no.
Yeah. Go back to the camps. Because now, since ours should be a bit faster, I guess that we got maybe base faster off, but...
Jun. Knockup is there. Punt it back into the wall. Decent damage coming in from Supa. No, only level 3, but so much damage on the Ouster might make things a little bit easier. Razork on the way down. First blood coming through from Fnatic. Second kill likely to fall. Now we're going to try to make it out of this one. 1 for 1, 2 for 1 now in favor of Fnatic.
Nicely done by Razork. Just able to get in onto that bottom side and able to finish off the kill. Supa, though, does end up getting one back. Will not be the TP, though.
Just all it needed was for them to knock it down to 4 for it to feel worthwhile.
I think grubs are pretty strong right now. Like you could see in our game, we did the grubs, and then I was like hitting, I think, top tower with the hands, and we just actually wanted the tower. If you can do this.
Zenith Blade, Razor trying to keep things going. Wall off from Humanoid to try to deny Frescali. Enters an Elioya, forced to flash out, but the W. The back half of the exchange costs him dearly, and now Fnatic to grab the second. Expect once he has some sustain, can start to do a bit more work. Is Noah pushing for 1v1 against Mirwin, ulti propped. Mirwin running. Terry doesn't need to see in the bush to start autoing, but a nice sidestep from Mirwin, trying to dodge, dipping, ducking, diving, flashing in, knocking up auto! Hits him with the tire!
And it's very bad with the game. So usually I ask my bot lane, if they say it's fine, then I would just go to his top side, because this is also a good play.
Ulti here, Elioya finding the angle to fish. Unraveled Earth, no flick back yet. Flash forward, Solar Flare hits, not quite synced up, but still might be in trouble. Mirwin trying to find the knockback, hits 2. Ignite ticking. Is he dead? Oh, nope. Fnatic spent a lot of time around topside to make sure that they could have this, but the counterpunch from MDK, not super impactful yet, as Frescali in trouble. Flick still hitting. Humanoid happy to have the 1v1, but soon Oscar's gonna look to make it a 2v1 or 3v1 as Jun shows his face too. Frescali, don't know where you go. Out of options, nice sidestep, he's clean with it. Oscar and Brennan proxying the wave.
He's just healing all the damage Frescali's putting down. Jun gonna tank this up. Feels like they're done with this.
Save the manatees, folks. Frescali gone. Yeah, there it is. First turret in the meantime. Taken in the bottom lane, but does not matter too much. Oscar Renan happy to support his team because the topside tower down and break down his bot lane tier 1. Razork will not miss the charge, crucially, but the Might's there. Getting 5 already. We heard Yike talk about it, right? It's such a backbreaker, or can be. One more charge here from Humanoid. MDK not in a great position to follow up, and Mirwan continues his job of breaking down towers. He does have a hammer, it seems like what it would be good for, but Elio already caught out the true damage. Crushing Zinda out there as well. MDK just cannot fire back. Instant TP coming in.
But it's too late.
Fnatic, though, ready with the group. Humanoid off to the side to lay down the wall. Zoning MDK in or out, it's their choice. They have chosen out as Alvaro hex flashes over the wall. 3K, it's getting lower. MDK, not the confidence to pull the trigger there. Again, wicka.
Guys, get Razork involved in the fight. Even the positioning on where they take fights has been significantly upgraded, but Oscar in gets a Terra here.
Yeah. Grub buff walks up, single auto. Alti now, unstoppable. Can they burst through his health bar? Good damage now coming for Super. They want to shred through. One more auto will do it. Shut down onto Oscar. Yeah, he can 2v1 a Poppy Sejuani, but not when a Kaisa is around. Fnatic, though, starting the objective 5K. Getting lower. Elyoya coming in. 4K, 3K, getting lower. Excellent stun from Jun to keep them out of the pit. Can they make it in? It's getting closer. Flash in the steal. Not going to happen. Razork secures the Baron for Fnatic, but now MDK want to strike back. Want a bit more money as Razork commits onto Supa. Good damage coming in. Locked to the Iron Solari from Elyoya. Keeping his carry. Standing MDK. Looking to make a quick punish, but it's Fnatic with the Baron.
But Fnatic might lose even more. They're less than 1,000 gold in the Red Bull Baron power play, and they're about to lose mid-tower as well. Fnatic, that questionable as to whether how worth that it was. If it was Humanoid or Oscar in who's still at the buff, could have been vital, but the fact that you're only down to 2 members, which is allowing these TPs to come alive from MDK. Frescout can continue to pressure top, knowing you can always TP in, and MDK are doing a great job of threatening this area, which is the connection point for Fnatic.
Knock up onto Mirwan. Full committal now in the fight. Noah falling up with an immediate bit of damage as Mirwan gets taken out. Humanoid just continues to chase onto Alvaro. Headbutt coming through. Pulverize likely to follow, but the flick back still hitting Alvaro. That's the knockup. Razork gonna follow. Ulti there from Alvaro, but the health bar's too low, and Olaf has more than enough true damage to finish the job. Fnatic still gonna make the most of this Baron buff. 49 seconds left, but it looks like they're trying to break down 2 towers with it.
Mad Lions are trying to keep Fnatic interested on that corner, just seeing if they could deny them the time onto Frescout, but now they're still going as Razork goes in, but pushed back, and Fnatic will crack open some of these towers just after the skulls of MDK.
Oof. I mean, brutal but fair, right?
2 positions. Jun is the person keeping my eyes on. That engage is going to be big for him as Frescout spotted off to the side. Noah could 1v1 him.
Noah looking for that angle. Valkyrie out from Frescout. Wall again. Set play from Fnatic. We've seen this multiple times. Alvaro hex flashing over the wall. We've seen this too, but now MDK are ready to fight this one. Instantly, Olaf is going to try to go in. The Dragon will be picked up by Elyoya, but can MDK find the fight? Steadfast Presence doing absolutely nothing, and Fnatic starting to run MDK down. 80 carries still standing, but they just don't do enough. The front line of Fnatic is too damn strong, and Elyoya just has to run for his life.
Fnatic, again, their team fighting is just so spectacular. Finally about to spawn. MDK are at least on towards the objective first with mid-push coming through, but Fnatic are no pushovers, and Oscar Ernan
immediately trying to start the fight. Razork ready to turn back. Super really hasn't had the chance to auto-attack yet. Will now finally start to do a little bit of damage, but the ulti from Alvaro not doing much of anything, and Oscar just going to flash into the melee range of Super. Razork immediately going to follow. They're just looking to eat some carries. Mirwan tanky, but not anymore, as again, he's just going to get shredded down by 4 members of Fnatic. MDK walked in, but they did not want that fight. Fnatic just continue to slowly but surely tear through Mad Lions Koi.
The target selection for Fnatic, they see Supa for just a moment and immediately dive onto the Kaisa, tear asunder, and yes, Frescout got Humanoid, but he's out of the fight after that. You just have near full item Zeri, who's about to take over in these fights.
Yeah, and a player who isn't afraid to look for the aggressive angles over the walls. A bit of parkour as Razork again is just going to start the fight. Humanoid there to follow up. Alvaro is supposed to be tanky, he's supposed to be immune to damage, with the true damage. Again, the reckless swing. Coming in from Olaf, coming in from Oscar, he's just slowly shredding through Elyoya, and Supa just doesn't do enough damage. They're burning everything, and Oscar refuses to die. Just Ragnarocking his way through the team. Mirwan, the follow-up is there. The dash does absolutely nothing, and it feels like this is a victory march for Fnatic.
It's more than one victory march for Fnatic. The undefeated streak looks like it's about to continue for Fnatic as they rock up against G2 tomorrow. This base is not going to last very long.
They just do too much damage. They're so far ahead. 4K gold lead each for Oscarinen and Razork. monster performance from the top side. Jun, again, wants to keep it going. Fnatic just going to obliterate them and then take the towers next. Supa doesn't even really get the chance to auto. Gets a Q, gets an ulti, and that's all. Fnatic remain undefeated in the LEC.
It's been a long out while since we've been able to say that sentence, but Fnatic deserve it. 6-0 now. They have looked absolutely unstoppable, but the big boys are there tomorrow. The Classic will be there. But if they are able to surmount that, the sky's the limit for this Fnatic squad. They look so good.
They feel pretty unstoppable right now. Of course, every time we said that about a team with a win streak in the past, they've immediately lost the game. So, other than Fnatic 2015. So we'll see if they can flip the script. Bring us back.